Hi, in this video, we're going to find the area of a trapezium, giving our answer in exact surd form. Remember, surd form means you leave the square root in the answer. Now, we want to find this area. We could think about using the area formula for a trapezium. Remember, we would average the parallel sides and times by the perpendicular height between them. However, we don't know what this length is here, so we can't immediately find this area of the trapezium in that way. But what we could do is we could split this into a triangle and a rectangle like that. If we added a horizontal line and turn this into a right angle triangle, we can use Pythagoras theorem to work out what this length is here. Because we know this length here, this length is 7. We put the 7 there. And we know this hypotenuse of 10, so we can work out what this length is here. Let's just call that x. So this length, we're going to call it x. And if I just draw it separately on the right, on the bottom here, sorry. So we've got 7, we've got 10, we've got x. Now remember how Pythagoras theorem works. We label the two shorter sides as a and b. Either way around, doesn't matter. And the longest side, known as the hypotenuse, always opposite to the right angle, as c. And Pythagoras theorem is that a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So we can do the a squared, which is x squared, plus the b squared, which is 7 squared, and that is equal to the c squared, which is 10 squared. And then if we just work out what these numbers are, 49 equals 100. And so x squared, if we subtract the 49, we get 51. So x is the square root of 51, like that. So we've got x here is 51. Let's just put that. So that's root 51. And now that allows us to also find the height of this rectangle. Now, we know that this total height is 10, and that's root 51. So therefore this here, if we just subtract the two, you've got 10 minus root 51. So that's 10 minus root 51. And that's all we need to now find the area of this shape. To find the area of the triangle, we're going to do half times base times height. So the area is, let's do the area of the triangle is half times the base, which is 7, times by the height, which is root 51. And then we'll half times 7, we could just write that as 3.5, if we like, 3.5 root 51. Remember, we want to keep the surds in the answer, so we don't want to have any decimals. And then the area of the rectangle at the bottom, we just do length times height. So the length is 7 times by the height, which is 10 minus root 51. I'm just going to use brackets, because remember, when I have the brackets like this, next to the 7, it just means I'm multiplying these together. So let's expand this bracket out. We're going to do the 7 times the 10, which is 70, and the 7 times the minus root 51, which is minus 7 root 51. And that means we can add these areas to find the total area. So the total area is going to be the 3.5 lots of root 51 plus 70 minus 7 root 51. Now, if you have, well, we've got this 70 here, let's start with that. But if you have 3.5 lots of root 51 and you subtract 7 lots of root 51, well, 3.5 minus 7 is minus 3.5. So we have minus 3.5 lots of root 51. And that's the final answer. We've given the answer in simplified surd form. Now, root 51, if you do root 51 on a calculator, for example, it can't simplify any further. That's because 51 doesn't have any square factors other than 1. So that's the best we can do. So that is the final answer.